Well, Brazil is known as one of the most violent, dangerous countries in the world. Okay, but not every place in Brazil, because Brazil is a very huge country with many locations. Okay, there are locations safer and quite safe, and other very dangerous. Whatever. In this video, I will elucidate from once at all why Brazil is so dangerous, mainly in big cities. Okay, when the city is growing, it starts to be very dangerous automatically. Why this happen? Um, why this pathologic violence occurs in Brazil from a point of view of native? Because I lived here over the last 35 years. So let's start this video. First of all, we have to understand some dynamics that occurs in the culture, in the politics, to understand why this causes the violence and the crime. In Brazil, we have over 100 years of leftism, of populism, of media, putting in the people's minds things like everybody's a victim. Oh, if you have some disturb or something that I don't know, whatever, if you are a victim. So Brazilian people has this mentality of victim. So people that makes crimes automatically are victims. Yes, people in Brazil, politics says this every time. Victims of society, victims of society, trying to associate the poverty with the crime, when we know that's not true, it's a lie. Not necessarily because of a person is poor, she has to be a criminal. There's no relation, okay? There are places in the world that are very poor and are not violent. Look for the Asia countries. Asia countries, we have a lot of poverty, like Philippines, like Thailand. We have a lot of poverty, but we doesn't have violence there. Okay? So there's no relation. But in Brazil we have this old 100 years culture of victims. So there are so many politics here that favors the criminals. Okay? The criminals. Let me say an example. Here in Brazil, if you kill a person, you go 20 years only to the jail, 30 years at the maximum, and you don't stay these 30 years in the jail. You stay only 8 years if it is your first crime, okay? And you go, they release you, okay? They make you, they put you in the streets again. And in Brazil, police is very ineffective. So if you make a crime here, like kill people, steal something, it's very probable, about 98%, that police will not even come to you. Okay, and if you get caught, you stay a little while in the jail and is put on the roads and the streets again. Why? Because he has to go. We cannot be severe with these criminals because they are victims of society. Blah 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 blah. And these laws in Brazil favors the criminals. Okay, here in Brazil, the criminals know if they kill somebody, they do something, nothing will happen to them. Literally nothing. And we have this law that if you are under 18 years, you can kill, you can do everything, you don't pay nothing, you don't go to the jail if you are under 18 years. So this law is a really party of the criminals. The criminals take these little boys of 15, 16 years and put them to kill everybody and do what they can, and nothing happens to them. So the main reason Brazil is so violent place is these laws that the state makes to keep the violence, keep low punitions for the criminals. And we have the fact that in Brazil, guns are forbidden for the general population. The criminals don't follow the law, so they have guns, and the population doesn't have guns. So it's one more thing that it's a very big thing that contributes to the violence. So the criminals can go to the street, can fight anybody, can do whatever they can, that nobody is armed with guns. And if they kill somebody, they do something, they will not be punished. Police will not get them. And if they go to the jail, nothing will happen to them. They will stay very little time in the jail, and they will be put on the streets again. And they can use under 18 years to kill, to do whatever they can, that nothing happens, okay? So that's why Brazil is so violent. There are so many crimes here because of the state, because of the culture. All the problems in Brazil come from the government and the culture of the people that elects the government, and the government go there and get things worse than they are. So I hope you understand. If you have any questions or comments, put in the comments here below, and see you. Bye bye.